All right, today is the beef rib challenge, one rub one. And this video is going to show you which one did. I have some Swift premium beef back ribs, and we're going to start off by trimming off all of the hard fat. You're going to feel around on the rib rack itself, look for these little nodules. They definitely will feel different. They're very hard. They don't render out all that well, so we like to trim off as much as we can. And you're going to want to start with a good sharp knife, and we prefer to use a fillet knife for this because it's going to have a little bit of flexibility to go in and around those crevices on the ribs. Now it's time to inject. So today we're just going to use basic beef stock. We're going to use a salted one today, actually. And this one is by Kitchen Basics. And we're going to find where the bones are, and we're going to inject right between the bones using a syringe on this one. Get as much as you can in there. It is going to be a messy process, so use a disposable aluminum pan or some other pan. It catches it, and it allows you to reuse the liquid that sprays out. Definitely a little pro tip there for you. And it's good to go back over some of the places you've already injected to see if you can get a little bit more in there. So we just go down the length of the rib and then back over again from where we started. And next, it's time to rub. So here's the big reveal. It was simply marvelous. Peppered cow was the big winner today. And the reason we wanted to go with this rub after going down and our big stockpile of rubs and tasting them, this one has a lot of pepper in it. It's nice. It's got a little bit of heat tinge to it. On these bold, beefy ribs, it's going to give you the flavor you're looking for that nice beef flavor, and the pepper is just going to bring out all the essence of this meat. So what I like to do is we have the ribs. They came out of the pan with the injection, and we're going to slightly, gently pat that rub right into it so it doesn't fall off. Not pushing too hard because we don't want to push the injection out of the meat. So we'll coat the back side, we'll coat the front side. Nice heavy coat. Try to get as even as possible. So we're going to go up and down in one direction, and then we're going to go back and forth in the other direction. Again, we're going to pat this down gently right after we get all the rub on, just so it doesn't fall off, but don't push too hard. You don't want to push the injection out of the meat. We're going to let these rest on the kitchen counter for a few minutes, and then we're going to go out and we're going to start our hot box. Today we're cooking in the hot box. We're going to cook good and hot on this, and it's going to be heated by our Royal Oak all-natural lump charcoal. The hot box loves the Royal Oak, and we're going to cook a little over 300. We're going to set these ribs right on there with the meat side up. Those are going to go on for a little while until we hit probably a couple hours at 300. And one thing we are going to do is we're going to spritz. So first hour in, this is a tallow, Wagyu beef tallow aerosol style spray. And we're going to spritz the top of the beef ribs. You can use other things to spritz with. We've seen some people use simple stuff like water. Some people have used duck fat. Some people have used other concoctions that they've liked to use, even beef stock. Now it's time to do the wrap. We're a couple hours into this cook, and these are looking good. The hot box is chugging along. We've got a little bit of pullback on the bones already, so it's time to wrap. And our wrap today is going to be the leftover beef stock that we didn't use in the injection. We're just going to pour that right into the bottom of the pan. And we're doing this in a pan because these are good-sized ribs with some excess bone sticking out, and unless you have a really good tin foil, it can definitely puncture. We're going to go over the top and around the sides with just a little bit more of that Simply Marvelous Peppery Cow rub. And we're going to pour in Stubbs beef. This stuff right from the factory is great. It's delicious. It's got all kinds of cool things in it. We're not even going to worry about the little flakes or anything. We're just going to cover this right up. A lot of that's going to cook out. So we're going to cover this tightly with foil and leave it right on the hot box. Close the lid. And then we're going to cook it right up until it's about 203 degrees or probe tender. All right, so it's time for the big reveal. These ribs just came off the smoker. We're going to put them the good side down on the cutting board. Find your bones. And we're using a beef slicer down through. And of course, first thing, rookie mistake, I hit a bone. So we're just going to let that one slide. That'll be a taster's one. And then you just go in, your knife will naturally find the separation between the bones, push in slightly, slice back and forth. Look at that smoke ring. Oh, the juice is running right out of it. Look at that. So that's all there is to it. If you end up with a hard nodule on the bone, those are Franklin approved. He's right there. He's like, Dad, can you please drop something? Sorry, buddy, these are too expensive. The best thing about this is as long as you have a little bit of patience, you can put out a really good product. Don't be afraid to take these a few degrees higher than you normally would. 203 is a nice number. You can go upwards a little higher than that. As long as your probe goes in, slides right in like butter, let them go. Look at that. Delicious.